Hello, and welcome to the Simply Business Interview Podcast, a podcast created by business owners for business owners. I am your host, John Jennings. And I believe that most business owners are working way too hard for much too little. And one of our issues is that we overcomplexify things. I believe the answers are almost always within us or within our reach. I like to say that I'm a simple man with simple ideas. So welcome to Simply Business. All right, today we are joined by Jesse Bray, who is the owner, president, and CEO of Quanum Enterprises. And it's going to be a little different story today because Jesse is pretty new in this role, although he's been around the company for a long time. So looking forward to him sharing that story and some of the things we can learn from that. So Jesse, why don't you first just introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about what you do there at Quanum?
Yeah, thanks, John. Glad to be on your podcast. You've had a lot of prestigious people around, especially around town. So I'm in good company there. But so we acquired Quantum Enterprises right at 6 months ago from the widow of the previous owner who started the company. And we are a construction services company. We provide services to general contractors in the Louisville metro area. Those services include dumpster roll-offs, demolition, and carpentry and portable toilets. If we don't do it, we know somebody who can, and we can get you taken care of.
That is quite a unique variety of things, for sure.
Yeah, some people say it's a lot of the things that other people don't want to do. We help fill that niche.
Mm-hmm. So you've owned it for 6 months, but the company's been around for how long?
So the company has been around for almost 25 years.
Right.
John and Jennifer started the company as a commercial cleaning company. And from there, John expanded services, um, really kind of that grassroots effort, talking to contractors. Hey, what do you need? What do you need done around here? Can I help you with that? And
Mhm.
that's what grew into demolition. And then the dumpster portion grew out of the need to have those services for the demolition crews.
Mhm.
And then he asked my dad David to come over about 23 years ago to bring and start the carpentry division,
Hmm.
which focuses mainly on division 8 and 10, so doors, hardware, toilet partitions, and accessories.
Okay. So yeah, now you're kind of getting into the interesting, family part of the story. Your dad was a early employee of this group. So tell us a little bit more about how that transpired and how you became part of this.
So I so my dad coming over about 23 years ago. During part of that time, I was in undergrad and college, would work for him here at Quantum through the summers. And I've worked on both sides. I've worked on the carpentry side, hanging doors, and I've worked on the demolition side also. And so I got to know John really as a friend. And over the years, came to really, he runs a very good company. Quantum has always been held in high regards in the construction community. We were
Hmm.
one of the first construction companies to wear uniforms to look professional in the market.
Okay.
Um, and um, so knew it was a good company. And over the years, had conversations with John about, one day you may want to retire. I would love to step into that role, keep Quantum going. Um, And about 2 years ago, this June, John unexpectedly passed away. And so I had started to consider, what is quantum's future, right? Many people did. And uh, I had folks approach me and say, hey, we feel like you would be the right operator for this.
Hmm.
Um, we'd be willing to back you if you go run it.
Hmm.
And so that's kind of what started it. And that snowballed into giving Jennifer an offer, working through due diligence. All that took about a year and a half,
Yeah.
and here we are today.
Yeah.
That worked out, I think, for everybody, and we kept the company together. We kept all the staff in place, and we knew it had a great reputation, great business model, and we realized, there's some things we can do to kind of bring it up to speed and create some new efficiencies.
Yeah. So I mean, that had to be pretty I don't know, a good feeling for people to reach out to you and say, "Hey, you're the right guy for this." I mean, you were probably thinking it, but there was some validation, I guess, that probably went on then at that as well.
Yeah, it's humbling for sure, especially some of the people who approach me with that um, are very respected in the community. And
Hmm.
uh, short answer, yes, it was.
Yeah.
But also you have to live up to that.
Yeah.
And throughout my professional career, and in personal life too, I think it's a testament. I've built myself up to somebody that somebody could come to and say that to. So.
Yeah. So what did you do? You didn't work at Quantum all that time from college. You what was the other side of your career? Tell us about that.
So, not to go back too far, but I was a behavior therapist at one
Okay.
point, worked with kids with developmental disabilities. Very rewarding. Um, I still talk to some of my old clients today, even.
Hmm.
But I ended up going to St. Louis University, got my master's in urban planning and real estate development. Got hired from there by D.R. Horton, large public builder.
Yeah.
Did land acquisition, moved into land development there as well in the Carolinas, in Columbia, South Carolina.
Okay.
From there, went to a private builder and managed all their emerging markets: Myrtle Beach, Columbia, Florence, Aiken, Augusta,
Yeah.
Raleigh, Charleston, and built neighborhoods, mostly tract neighborhoods.
Hmm.
Um, So after about 10,000 or so of those lots, um, moved back to Louisville for an opportunity with LDG as a development manager, managed sites, getting finding land, getting under contract, due diligence, entitlements, and development plans. Um, and uh, the private builder I worked for in Carolina went public, asked me to come back. So I chose to do that. Did the long distance thing for a while,
Hmm.
and an opportunity with JLL opened up in their PDS division, Project Development Services,
Yeah.
and knew a lot of people there. It was a great role. So I took that and was the owner's rep. Um, a lot of great projects we've got to work on for the city. We did the Market Street streetscape, the Main and
Hmm.
Story intersection, the River Road multimodal plan, the LMPD headquarters. And then we also work on some other projects like
Yeah.
the West End School, the new girls' school
Hmm.
addition. So very, very cool jobs. The Kentucky Trails project at the zoo was, pretty
Hmm.
wild to get to work on something like that, behind the
Yeah.
scenes and planning that. But so I was at JLL up until my time taking the helm here at Quantum.
Okay. Cool. So you, I wasn't, I didn't know about the behavioral health thing. So that was like, oh, there's a twist.
Yeah.
Behavioral health to construction services. That's quite a journey. But yeah, you've worked obviously on a lot of large scale projects and in that construction industry
Mhm.
through much of that. So prepared you well for what you're dealing with today, I guess.
Yeah, I hope so. And we work with a lot, if not all, of the local general contractors in town. We have great relationships with them. We're able to support all their projects, and so I bring some new relationships as well as maintaining some old ones as well.
Hmm.
And our existing staff also had those relationships that they've been
Yeah.
able to maintain.
Yeah. So when we look at buyers in transactions, I sometimes help people on exit strategy and stuff like that. We're always looking at different types of buyers. There's some buyers that are just looking for a cash flow. Others are looking for as an investment that they can grow. It sound like from talking to you and you, I think you kind of uh, intimated it earlier, that you saw opportunities to do some things differently. So, uh, what are some of the things that you're trying to implement there to change and grow the business, and make this investment even more significant?
Yeah, some of the things that we've looked at and are working on, continue to work on, or have done include some technology upgrades, um, new systems, different systems, trying to be more efficient, increasing employee productivity, um, uh, and from accounting all the way to guys in the field. Um, Other additional things would be, employee benefits. We took a look at the benefits offered, increase some benefits, some employer paid benefits,
Mm.
and offering new benefits that employees have never had the chance to use at Quantum before or had access to.
Yeah,
We know our employees are number one. They're the people that everybody sees out in the field, and I understand that and know that we have to treat them as best we can.
right, right. So you brought in some changes. How um, how about the culture? Is the culture, are you kind of trying to keep that the same, or are there things there you're looking to do as well?
So intercompany culture is very positive, right? I'm not totally new to everyone. Everyone here has met me before,
Yeah,
worked alongside me in the field before. I
yeah,
would say, except for the truck drivers, have not done that role. Um, but the average tenure of an employee here at Quantum is probably well over 15 years.
oh
Uh,
wow. I'd
so
say that's significantly higher than most of your competitors.
yeah, and that's great, and that's something that we need to celebrate
Mm.
and make sure that we keep that momentum going.
Yeah. Why do you think that is? Why do you have such great retention and longevity?
Um, so I mentioned that the drivers for the roll-off trucks. So we buy the top of the line truck. We make the truck drivers in the truck all day. We make sure we buy the upgraded seat for them. We have the upgraded steering wheel, so their accommodations are top notch.
Hmm.
All of our equipment is under warranty still, so it's all new. We don't have a 1980s truck out there that's raggedy. The guy don't know if he's going to make it to the next stop or not. We maintain all of our equipment in-house unless it's a warranty. It goes outside, but um, so we keep everything in really good condition. Employees appreciate that. They see
Yeah.
that. Um, gear, we have rain equipment for our drivers who have to get out in the rain. Everyone's in uniform, so they're representing us.
Yeah.
Um, and a lot of the changes that we brought are making things easier for the people that were here.
Yeah. Now, it's funny you said that about the trucks. I was just talking to someone who's with an engineering firm. He's like a site manager for an engineering firm. And I called him, and it sounded like he was in the middle of a windstorm or something. He goes, "Oh, I'm sorry that my truck's AC only works if you put it on high." And so and he was like, "Yeah, our vehicles aren't exactly in the best shape." And I'm like, it's funny.
Yeah,
He just freely admitted that to me with, you know, obviously I'm not saying the name of the company or anything, but it's,
right.
that obviously is a perception, that he has of his employer. So
Yeah,
it's
and we,
funny.
and we know that's a factor in an employee choosing to work here.
Yeah.
and choosing to stay here. And so, we want to make sure that we're treating them right and as best we can.
Yeah. Cool. So, I mean, I know you did due diligence. Your dad worked there. You had worked there. So there's not probably a whole lot of surprises in the business itself, but take me into the mind of the owner. What is the unexpected? What's been unexpected from that standpoint for you?
Um, I had not owned companies in the past. Um, and we're pretty lean staff wise here. And so some of the things that come up, right, just licensing and PCI compliance for running credit cards and accepting payments and kind of some of those, not so hidden things, but things that just have to be done that aren't necessarily, do this on the checklist, which is great. So I would say just some of those things, which are minor, but it's things that you have to do to keep running.
Yeah, yeah. Um, your phone rings a lot more times when when you have that owner title behind it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Well, I've also got a good board. So I had a group of local investors who aren't in the construction industry behind me. Um, so I'm able to rely on them. Many of whom are business owners or
Mhm.
former presidents and CEOs of companies, um, as a good support system for me as well.
Yeah, yeah. All right, so let's talk about the future. And not you're I know you're 6 months in, but still, obviously you're thinking about what's going to happen down the road. What do you see in store for Quantum over the next few years?
So I would say first is, you know, maintaining our current relationships, making sure we're able to fulfill the need of everybody who we work with right now, um, while being able to grow to meet future needs.
Mhm.
Louisville's booming, other areas or cities are booming too. Um, there's a lot of projects out there, and we see a lot of runway to
Mhm.
grow in the future.
Yeah. Has You said Louisville's booming, and it seems some things are going on and some things are kind of almost retracting, I guess, in some ways. I mean, uh, but you're seeing a lot in the commercial building business, a lot of activity.
Yeah, and things like a retail shop may move out. Well, a new one's going to come in. They've got to fix
Mhm.
that old shop, right? There's going to be some demo involved. I'm going to sell them some dumpsters, and the new tenant's going to want to make improvements. So I'll get the carpentry division involved in that.
Mhm.
Um, so there's a lot of big project that Louisville's announced. We have a bit of a kind of a tagline. Um, most people see a dumpster. We see the start of something better. A new business, a renovated building, a job site getting ready to start. At Quantum, we're usually the first ones there, clearing the way for what comes next. We may not be the ones cutting the ribbon, but we're proud to be a part of what made it possible.
Mhm.
When Quantum's at work, Louisville is investing, building, and growing.
Yeah, very cool, very cool. Yeah, it's an interesting, and I'm fascinated with the. I mean, I know some companies that do like dumpsters and you know, porta potties. I see the kind of connection there, but to throw in these other things, and there's probably some other things you could add to that. Over time, you could probably expand your scope horizontally, as we say, into other services, right?
Yeah, yeah, we're open to other possibilities. We obviously don't want to lose focus of, you know, what got us here.
Hmm.
Um, we like to be that one call for our contractors, right?
Yeah,
One call right now. I need a dumpster and a porta pot. A lot of those things are ordered at the same time. We can take
yeah,
care of those for you. Um, right? If you look at the timeline of a construction project, at first you've got to demo the old. So we're on site with the demo with our dumpsters. As the
Mhm.
project moves through, we keep a dumpster on site during the duration. And
Yeah.
then carpentry, a lot of those Division 8, Division 10 are near the end of the project.
Yeah.
And so the lifespan of a construction project, Quantum's involved in it.
Yeah. That's cool. That's cool. So if you were to give some advice to someone out there looking to buy an established business, what advice would you give them?
Oh gosh. Um, so I would say there's a good number of opportunities out there.
Mhm.
Um, you know, Look at something and maybe find an opportunity that aligns with what you understand. It's a lot easier
Yeah.
that way. But do due diligence, right? Spend the money where you need to, right? Get a good attorney, um, and just make sure what you're getting.
Yeah.
So don't rush it. Sometimes these
Yeah.
things take a while. But
Yeah. I mean, a year and a half. I mean, I think that's about normal. I mean, I have a friend who just actually they end up walking away after 3 years of
wow,
work on a deal. And that's extremely frustrating, but
yeah,
that happens sometimes, right?
yeah,
People have different expectations and different, sellers get cold feet. They start changing the rules and moving the goalpost and all that. So you had I mean, obviously loss of the owner is tragic and unexpected, but you had a great situation there where you had a owner who wanted to sell and you wanted to buy and just had to work it out. But
yeah.
that's a very fortuitous, I guess. So, well, Jesse, it's been great getting to know you and hearing your story, and wish you guys just loads of success as you build the business into its next iteration, whatever that looks like. And hope
Thank you.
hope you have great success in doing that. A lot of fun too. Hopefully, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, yeah, it is. Right. We've got great employees here. Um, and we'll keep trucking along.
Yeah, excellent, excellent. Well, thanks again for coming on the program, and look forward to seeing what happens with you guys as we go down the road.
Thank you, John.
Thank you for listening to today's episode. If you liked it, please share or like it on whatever platform you use. You can find me on social media. On most platforms, I'm John K. Jennings. My first book is also available. Your Baby is Ugly tells you about 10 truths that business owners need to hear, but often won't, and how to overcome them. You can find it on Amazon. Just search for Your Baby is Ugly. And be watching for our next episode, where I'll interview another business owner who will share their stories and insights into what it's like to create a great business.